put some respect on a registered nurse's name, okay? Getting this degree is not easy. Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. It is Michelle here. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how I got into nursing school, my step-by-step process. I talk about my prereqs, my GPA, my cover letter, resumes, all of that. This video is for the beginners, those who are interested in nursing school. So I hope it's helpful. Let's get into it. I got asked, how did your nursing career start after high school? I applied to a four-year college after I graduated from high school. I got accepted and went with a health science major. I wasn't specifically nursing, but I was in the sciences. If you want to attain your nursing degree through the same route I did, the first semester in your undergraduate degree is so pivotal. It's so imperative. I knew that my program was super competitive. If you guys have not heard, attaining a Bachelor of Science of Nursing degree in undergrad is one of the toughest undergraduate degrees. So I want you to go in there with that mindset. Like, it's not going to be easy. Someone asked me in my DMs if nursing school was hard, and I told them that it was a hard thing to do. Nothing in this world comes easy, guys, especially attaining a college degree, especially attaining a nursing degree. It is going to be hard. It is a rigorous curriculum and you have to be ready and prepared for this. So I want you guys to know that you're going to have to work hard to attain this degree, and that's okay. Just put your mind to it and you will come out prosperous. Getting this degree is not easy. It is not easy, so people need to put respect on nurses' name. But I digress. But yeah, let's get into how I became a registered nurse after high school. So I applied to a four-year college. I got accepted. I went in there as a health science major. So my first semester of undergrad really set the trajectory for how everything else would be playing out in the future. I had to complete some prerequisites in order to even start applying to nursing school. And those prerequisites included biology 101 class. And in this class, I learned the foundation of everything else I would be learning in the future. In this Bio 101 class, you learn the principles and the general biology of the cellular structure. This is where you learn about cell organisms and their population, energy transfer, reproduction, organelles, all that boring stuff. This is where you get that foundation, and like I said, this is where the knowledge is built from. So you need to take a Bio 101 class and a Bio 101 lab. And I'm going to share my transcript with you guys in a little bit after I explain the classes that I took. I also took a math course, an algebra class, algebra with applications. Basic algebra, guys. You do have to learn some math in order to become a nurse. Math is inevitable. You see math in and through everything. I had to take an algebra class as a prerequisite. I also had to take an English course as a prerequisite for my college, which was called Focused Inquiry. I learned the basics of like writing, grammar, all that good stuff in this course as well. So another course I took my first semester before I applied to nursing school was my Intro to Psychology, in where I learned the basics of psychology in this class, which psychology is also very important in nursing. And then I took like a university course that we were required to take. It depends on what university you end up going to, but I had to take that course. This is my transcript from that first semester. As you can see, I worked my butt off. I finished that semester with a 3.8 GPA. I only had one B, made the dean's list because I was serious about getting to nursing school, so I really put my all into it. I really go into school with the mindset of trying my best, and I know I'm capable of getting these good grades, but sometimes laziness honestly takes over me. I really try my best in school, and I would highly encourage you guys to do it too. School doesn't come easy to everyone, including me, so I know that I have to work extra hard, work harder than most people sometimes to get the grades I want to get. So please go in with the mindset of trying your best, and I promise you your best will equate to really good grades. So I applied to nursing school with a GPA of 3.8. I believe the GPA was the major thing that set me apart from my other peers because, you know, I was now waitlisted. I think when you apply, they literally look at the GPAs and they choose like the first 10% or something. And having a 3.8 GPA is high, so, you know, it pushed me in that route. And I'm saying this because I had a friend who I applied to nursing school with, and I believe her GPA was like a 3.7 or something like that, and she got put on the wait list. You know, not that my cover letter was better than hers or anything, but my GPA was slightly higher, so, you know, that pushed me into that upper percentile. So yes, I will highly recommend getting a high GPA in order to apply for nursing school. And if you don't have that high GPA, it is not the end of the world. There are other things that you can do to boost your resume. More prereqs that I had to complete was a human anatomy class. I didn't have to fully complete this course before applying to school. They just had to see that I was in the process of completing this prerequisites. So I had to take a human anatomy class, and that class was so hard. Y'all know how hard anatomy is. Anatomy is like the introduction into nursing. This is where you're learning about the human anatomy in detail, guys. Anatomy is such a detailed class, and you need it, but you eventually forget everything you learned. I will share my transcript for anatomy. Got a B in anatomy. It was a very challenging course for me, but I'm glad I passed successfully. So for my school, I had to have either an A or B in anatomy to even be considered into nursing school. So a lot was riding on this semester for me after I had applied to nursing school. If, let's say, you apply to nursing school and you end up failing anatomy, your chances of getting in is very, very limited because that anatomy grade is so important to them. I also took a nutrition class, and I took a sociology class, and I also took another English course focused in grade 2, and I'm going to share the transcript for the second semester in undergrad here for you guys. Once again, I made sure that my GPA was spot on. So my cumulative after my first year of undergrad was a 3.75, and at this point I believe I had already gotten accepted into nursing school, so I was good to go. That first semester / year of your undergraduate degree is so imperative, it's so important. So please make sure that you really put your all into your grades, you really put your all into school to get that GPA. So after I had gotten accepted into nursing school, there were 2 more classes that I needed in order to even start my nursing program, which was an extra science, which was environmental science, and a statistics class. So I took these courses over the summer before actually starting nursing school. Yeah, I really did not take that environmental science class seriously. Statistics was fairly easy for me, so I was able to manage that class with an A. So these were the requirements as far as the classes I took in order to even start nursing school. I hope this helped you get an insight of the kind of classes you're going to be taking before you actually start nursing school. So having that GPA is one thing. In order to start applying, you have to also write a cover letter. This is where you show your heart for nursing. This is where the dean or whoever's reading your introduction gets to see the kind of person they want to accept into their program. In my cover letter, I really played on the fact that I was an African American woman. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Schools want to diversify. So if you are a minority, use that to your advantage and staple on that in your cover letter. So I spoke about how I was a Ghanaian American and how this degree is going to be very helpful in the future for my country and this, that, and the third. I truly meant the stuff I said. I wasn't just lying to fluff up my application, but I just played on that aspect of my life, and they liked it enough to accept me. So pro tip for you, if you're a minority, please use that in your advantage. And not just being a minority, if you have a unique thing about you, play on that in that cover letter, okay? Write about that in your cover letter. If there's something unique about you that nobody else has, use that to your advantage and really show your heart. Bottom line, show your heart for nursing, show your heart for the career, show that you are indeed a person that they should be willing to take a risk on, but truly show your character through that cover letter. So after you have your resume, your cover letter is done, then you have to find references. So find people who you think will look good when these people who are reviewing your application sees it. For me personally, I had my English teacher from undergrad, a lady I had just met that semester. My focused inquiry professor wrote one of my references for me, and I used my youth leader as one of my references as well. And the third reference was my math professor in undergrad, that algebra class. We clicked. So yeah, I used my algebra professor, my focused inquiry professor, my English professor, and my youth leader. So someone personal. I think all 3 of them wrote something nice about me for me to even be accepted into the program. So if you're looking for references, definitely use your professors. They're there for a reason. They're getting paid to help you, so utilize them. So one thing that I didn't do that I wish I did was volunteering at a hospital, just to really get the feel of what that is like. Just doing more extracurriculars with like volunteer experience. If you have that, I mean, that's a beautiful thing to add on your resume. It really sets you apart. They can see your heart for people through that. So I'd highly recommend like volunteering if you can, in a hospital if you can, but any other form of outreach or philanthropic work, I believe, will look good. So I will suggest that as well. So the GPA, the cover letter, the references really was how I got into nursing school. Also my mother's prayers and my prayers. God listened. God knew I was meant to be in this career, and I got accepted, guys. I really hope that this video was informative. If there are any other questions you have, please let me know in the comments below. If you're already a registered nurse and there's anything else you would like to add to help my people out here, please leave it in the comments below and bless someone. How did you stand out in your application? Leave some tips down in the comments below to help someone. But yes, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.